Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry, I'm running a few minutes late. Golly, I started looking at stuff and um, trying to figure out StreamYard this morning. I'm getting kind of full in my library, so anyway, it was a time change. So my name is Terry, and this is Holding Your Space, and we are here to chat and have a sense of community that you beautiful people bring here. So lots of interesting people that come by in the mornings. And thank you, Juno. Yay, you can hear. Yeah. And helping me out with my technical difficulties as I know them. So, hey, Mangled Unicorn. Anyway, time to say hi to people. We will be meditating. If you want to skip ahead to the meditation, I will place it about an hour, half hour after the show, usually. I'll put on what time we are going to meditate, but there is ripping repartee until then. So let's see what is going on here, Paul. Terry, you all can see the home on YouTube, new bi-level home tour. It's 6 years ago. What am I looking at? Huh. I don't know. I have no idea what that means, Paul. Is this something that you're going to buy or looking at moving into? So Paul is moving from South Carolina to Pennsylvania to home where he is from. So he's excited. Anyway, just want to welcome everybody. Yesterday was a cray day. I don't know about anybody else, but getting a lot done and interesting energy yesterday. So fun, but interesting. Good morning, Warrior Widow. How are you feeling? You got everything all charged up, and you've got your new scooter going. Is it? It's not a moped, is it? I don't know if it's a scooter or a moped or an electric bike. I did a Read the Future last week with my good friend Jean Mail, jeanmail.com. She has a forum. She has like 2 degrees from Harvard and a divinity degree from a different college because Harvard didn't offer it at the time. Anyway, but and then she decided to be an intuitive and help people. So this is what she does. But she does these beautiful Read the Future nights. And one of the things that I saw were a lot of people buying the electric bikes, which I know they're already doing it, but I feel like it's going to be more so. Hey, Jen B. Morning sunshines. Last night was nuts with the bad storms and tornadoes here in Wisconsin. Spent time in the basement. What? Were you without power? Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh. I remember growing up in South KC, and South KC gets a lot of tornadoes. And in fact, they had quite a famous one that hit not far from where we lived before we lived there. Anyway, but it was, yeah, I spent many a night in the basement without power. Yeah, thankfully we are fine. Others are not. Please put our people and surroundings and communities took a hit from the storms last night. We're able to get more today. You got it, kiddo. And it's Wisconsin. Storms. Got it. So, yeah, for sure. Hey, Victor, Truth Wave, Energy Meditation. Good morning. Good morning. Victor has meditations in the mornings, and he comes by and says hi before he does them. So we're glad to see him. And then he has an evening meditation too. That's really nice. So yeah, good to see you, Victor. Juno, yeah, so glad you're okay, right? Yeah, Jen B, that's so scary, man. So scary. My grandmother's apartment was not far from ours. Like my dad's whole family moved into the same general area, like less than a mile away from each other, right? All of us. And my grandpa and grandma moved into these apartments, and they took an upstairs apartment. They were moving from a pretty big house, so they took the upstairs apartment to live in, and then they took the downstairs apartment that he rented for his business. He was a CPA, so he was doing that. And anyway, she was talking to us on the phone because there was a tornado warning, and my dad was like, "Run, run, run to the basement." She runs to the back of her house or her apartment, and the roof started coming off her apartment. And, she was okay. She was the only injury, and she had some timber that fell on her foot, but she was alright. It was, didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. Really scary. They got a bunch of guys with sledgehammers on that roof and just pounded it back down, and that's how they fixed it. And I always thought, "Wow, what a trying day." I mean, we were so lucky that, grandma was okay, but yeah. Hey, anyway, so it's a scary thing when you go through it. Yeah. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, Jeffrey is amazing, isn't he? He's really a sweetheart, Jeffrey Peck. So, yeah, he does a podcast on YouTube, and he's a Reiki master. He does healings, he teaches, and he's an evidential medium, which my mediumship, I think, is part evidential and part not. So, I just wanna double check here. Oh, okay, I'm getting a bunch of messages. I'm going to check them because my daughter is in, Florence, Italy. She went to yesterday, and she's not real happy. Okay, that's somebody else. That's actually my friend in Nepal. Anyway, Indira. So, yeah, so Ingrid is in Florence, and she's at a hostel that she's not really crazy about. And I'm like, "You didn't travel all that way to not be crazy about something." Okay, once again, Terry has had 2 cups of coffee and chattering on. But okay, so mediumship, yeah, so evidential mediumship is when, you bring out, like, things that are evidential, so evidence, right? Like, maybe someone's name, or, somebody might be showing you cookies that they bake, or they might be saying, "Would you understand, a red scarf?" Or, "Do you have somebody's necklace?" Like, a lot of times spirit brings me a piece of jewelry because I like jewelry, right? And jewelry is easy to connect with because it a lot of people hold it close to their heart, right? Because you wear it. Anyway, so he's really good at that. And I do a mix on my mediumship. Yeah, you got it, kiddo. All the affected people by the storms on the list. Yes, ma'am, for sure. So, anyway, yeah. Oh, Juno, you remember spending time in an underground shelter in Oklahoma in the 1980s due to tornadoes. It is scary. Yeah, and we used to take them really seriously. When I moved into the city, I was like, "Oh, come on, kids, let's go to the basement." And they were like, "What are you talking about?" Nobody went to the basement in the city. Yeah. Hi, Barbara. Um, it's frightening. Yeah, right? I know, it's already Friday. I don't know what we did this week, Warrior Widow. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have no idea what I did. It was fun. It was a great week, but I have very little recall of it. Denise, good morning. Um, yeah, Gino knows the deal, right? It is scary stuff. It's frightening. Yeah. Thank you for listening to me and hearing me. I'm never sure if my mic's we've got a new mic, so the tech department. And thank you very much, Sally. Sally sent that mic, so yeah, so thankful for basements. When we had our lean-to, our little hut down at the lake, after we got rid of the travel trailer that we had down there, um, it was really cute, but Um, there were no basements because it was all set on bedrock, all the cabins there. And, it was at, Racket. They call it Racket, Missouri on Truman Lake. Anyway, it was it was interesting. They had, like, this little hut made out of stone that you could go to for shelter, but it was about the size of an old-fashioned, telephone booth. And, but we never had to. We were quite lucky, but it's always something. Yeah. Yeah. And while in the underground shelter, I was freaked out by all the spiders in there. That's the thing, man. Basements and shelters. Yeah, it's something. Oh, good. Okay, this is what you're talking about, Paul. Terry, I believe I found my home, the bi-level home I saw yesterday. I have to go back next Tuesday or just make sure I love it. And then the paperwork on it. Lovely. I am so glad to hear that, Paul. Wow. I knew you'd find something you loved. Is it close to everybody and everything you want to be close to? Yeah, Pennsylvania is so beautiful. So a bi-level home. I don't know what a bi-level home is, but that's okay because there are a few things I don't know. Hi, Teresa Ford. Good morning, honey. How are you? Good to see you. Um, oh, and I did post yesterday about Next Level Soul. They had their meditation yesterday, and a lot of it that he was talking about is his new streaming service, and it's Next Level Soul TV. So he will still be on YouTube and bring a lot of shows, but I think it's $20 a month. I went ahead and signed up. Um, it's kind of like the Shift Network, or that's not an easy thing to say in the morning. Shift Network, and or the Gaia TV. Very similar. But if you like Next Level Soul, I think you'll like it. Alex is real easy going. So you might go look at that. I think that's going to be on his channel anyway. The little meditation that he gave, and um, he was just showing a clip of something that they made. But they're going to be making their own stuff. I think this is the next thing that we're going into. Like they say that Hollywood won't be around, or it's no longer around right now like it used to be. Things are changing, and now you can film a, a movie on your iPad or your iPhone. So all that's changing. So he has a studio in Austin, Texas, but they're making things down there for a lot of intuitives, and then um, and they're also producing for intuitives. So I know you guys, a lot of us like his stuff, and I think you're going to like the people that are on it. Um, okay, oh, I think that's Jean Mail, my friend Jean. So, and Jean Mail, I'm trying to get her back on, talk to her this morning. So I'm hoping she comes back soon. Anyway, I think she'll be back on in a week or two. She's not feeling great. Um, Oh, yes, I have not seen this yet, Paul. A great show with White Dragon and Diana yesterday. Yeah, I have to catch up on that. I'll have some time today. So I'm so glad it went well. So it was Diana G, and White Dragon, Paul. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Sounds like an amazing group. Did you guys see the amazing out of this world show that Allie, Heart and Soul Connected did? She was interviewed by a really nice channel. Um, it's NDE Light, I think is the name of it. Let me see. No, that's not it. Let me see. Well, you guys will find it, I'll post it. I did post it yesterday. So if you guys get a chance, go to that because I think you'll really like it. Sometimes we take for granted, people that we see all the time, but Allie is so gifted, really, really gifted, and our Teresa Ford is too. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Annie did a really nice paint and chat. Oh, I've got to go look at that now too. So Annie Bear is going to be on Monday. We just had a little conversation this morning about it. So we already had it set up, but we both kind of forgot about it. So, but it was on my calendar. So, oh, great show with Diana, and White Dragon left me wanting more. Okay. Wow. I can't wait to see it, you guys. I've kind of been thinking about that maybe we should do a Zoom night and have there's so many amazing people that come on this channel for meditations and whatnot. So, let me just open this up and see who wants us because I want to make sure. Okay, it's still Jean. I just wanted to make sure that it's not Inga. Sorry, when your daughter's halfway around the world and she's anyway doing kind of a forum thing or excuse me, that people can come on and just talk about what they're working on. Mangled Unicorn, morning all. I'm about to crawl back into bed. 6 a.m. came too early. I'll watch the replay back later. All right, honey. Have a good one. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Okay, now it's all jumping. Yeah, it was stunning to be there, she says. I'm so excited. How beautiful. Hi, Danny. Good to see you. Top of the morning. There's Barbara. Oh, yeah. Standing in the Light with Annie Bear. Yeah, that's the name of her channel. Standing in the Light with Annie Bear. It used to be Annie Bear Seven Feather. And now I like the Standing in the Light with Annie Bear Seven Feather. I think that's beautiful, Annie. Excuse me. Anyway, all right. Julie, good morning. Hey, Ralph. Yeah, positive vibes to everybody. So, big time shift yesterday, Diana says. Diana, you're using a different handle there, Diana Bowles, oil painter. Big time shift yesterday. Woke thinking it was Sunday until 20 minutes ago. Still wearing the advised jacket shield and beehives on their way. The new adventure begins. Are you really? I'm so happy for you. I am going to be expecting some honey, young lady. So Diana is an extreme intuitive and dream weaver. Excuse me. And it'll be interesting, right? Anyway, and we were kind of talking about that yesterday. Sometimes all this energy is coming in and it's hard to acclimate to it. And your system might feel overwhelmed. Your emotions might feel overwhelmed. And sometimes you need a big hug. So, Temple Grandin devised a machine that would hug her, that would hold her. And they have thunder shirts or thunder jackets for your animals now, but I think it's a really important thing for kids and for adults too. That there are times when that pressure is huge. So anything that helps our senses. We're on such a sensual planet, aren't we? So working with their senses is really important and often overlooked, especially in the Western culture. It's very common. It was very common 200 years ago, wasn't it? To have the right flowers and the right herbs and the right textures of fabrics to wear and whatnot at different times, the right color. So it's interesting. Plus, we were so in touch with the earth then. Oh, Warrior Widow, I've been spending the last few days working on an ebook about fairies, random, but it just came to me. Almost done already. Thank you, Warrior Widow. I started working on a book this week, too. I think we've all got one, don't we? Um, and I'm not saying that because the two of us are doing it. I'm saying it because all of us are coming alive right now. We're all remembering, and it's such an important time on the planet. Um, we've all brought something to the table here, and we know it now. So we know why we're here. That awakening about why we are here. Aw, yeah, is Kelly here? Hey, Kelly, there she is. How you feeling? Yeah, Jen. Hope your legs are good. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Carolina. How are you, honey? Nice to see you. There's Miss Sally. Hello, darling. Leslie. I'm in Indiana, and the storms missed me last night. Not sure I'll be that lucky today. Waving wildly at everybody. um, yeah. I'm not sure that we're going to get any. We got some pretty good ones last week, but Kelly, I love hearing you talk. You're so sweet because sometimes I'm sitting up here and I'm like, oh, they must be really bored right now. That's very kind of you to say that, darling. That warms my heart. Um, yeah. Hey, J Cat lady. How are you doing? Lovely lady. Oh, Juno, you met your neighbors yesterday. Such nice people. So welcoming. Feels like a dream. Can you believe that? Yeah. I did a reading for somebody the other day, and she was in an area that was very urban. And she was kind of talking about another place that she'd lived that had gardens, and she really nurtured the gardens and had a totally different experience in her life there, as you would, right? Between a urban big city and being out in a garden, having that way to ground and get in touch with the earth and to create. So, anyway, but we started talking about, astrocartography and whatnot, which sometimes is kind of hard for your brain to get wrap around just because the lines and whatnot, though it's getting so much easier with technology to get a clearer idea of it. But we were really aligning with our root chakras and 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 kind of talking about like what areas we would talk about and then feel the root chakra. And it was interesting, the areas that really kind of came alive just talking about that. So yeah, there's so many areas on the planet that work well for us. And sometimes inner city's not good, right? And like Paul, you tried, Paul. You went to the Carolinas and it was beautiful, but Pennsylvania still called you back. So I think we're all finding our place right now or working on it. Mixed medium. Oh, mixed medium. I get it. It doesn't take me long. Oh, no. Okay. Dolly here, I have not seen Rachel yet. She posted a short of the storm and hail at her place. Oh, I hope she has power. Yeah. Yeah, it was serious. I know some of the weather channels were up last night. Oh, Teresa Ford taking the cat to the vet Monday, so might not be here. Okay. Well, I hope everything's okay with your kitty. Um, yeah. Oh, she's 40 minutes south of you. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay. You know who else lives in that area, I think, is Manusa? It's not Manusa, Manasa. Manasa. She is a minister at the Unity Temple there. Not Unity Temple, Unity Church. We have a Unity Temple here, but it's Unity Church. She is amazing. Amazing light. Barbara, good morning. Hey, Bad Hair Day. How you doing? Yeah, there she is. Hey, working in the back, Millie. Yeah, that's the way I've been lately. When I go on somebody else's channel, I'll say hi to a few people, but then I'll work lurk. Um, Saw a tornado once in South Dakota sky, went dark in 20 minutes. We had to move a lot of our farm animals in the basement and cover the rest as we could. Wow. How do you get the farm animals in the basement, Annie Bear? That would be interesting. But good on you that you got them in there. Juno, before I went off to college in the 1970s, I had a premonition that our house in western New York State would be hit by a tornado. A month later, our house was hit by a tornado. Wow. Tornadoes are amazing. I've seen quite a few. I've also seen, living in Missouri, I've also seen when I lived in Florida, the water spouts. And even on boats, we'd be out in the ocean and we'd see a water spout off in the distance. And, of course, my husband was like, oh, they're nothing. Don't worry about it. Because he was from southern Missouri where it really had big tornadoes. But there, the tornadic activity in Florida has gotten a lot worse. Yeah, you don't mess with that stuff. You don't mess with Mother Nature. It's like when I lived in Hawaii, you don't turn your back on the water. You keep an eye on the waves as they're coming in. Respect the water. Yes to the basements. Michigan tornadoes with green skies above. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when it turns green and it gets quiet, that's when you got to be careful, right? When everything starts turning green and then it gets really quiet and then you start hearing the train noises. Sounds like a train. Okay, Patricia, even though guided not to overdo and to rest, recover, given blue corn seeds, needed to get them ready to plant, digged a trench to deposit kitchen scraps and cover, felt okay, then not. Oh, honey, you got it, Patricia. Yeah, be careful. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Juno, do you still get premonitions about them? That's a good question, Victor. Yeah. Yeah, where did you live in Western New York? I used to have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend in what was called Cooperstown, where the baseball museum is. And it was God's country. That was probably some of the prettiest country I've ever seen. Just amazing. There she is. She's around. I hope you got through the storms okay, Dolly. Yeah, we were just talking about you. I heard you got a. You were in your were you in your basement last night? Uh, oh, south of Buffalo. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Lauren. How are you, darling? Yeah. Prayers up for our own Patricia Hernandez. She's more sensitive to these energies than most. Yeah, and a lot of us are in the group, right? Very, very sensitive to them. So please be gentle with yourselves. Hi, Lisa. Liza. Yay. Yesterday outside, I was praying Paul could find a great abode. Oh, that is so sweet, Liza. Yeah, Alex is amazing. He really is. He was charming. It was alive and he was there. He was there at the live. And he was fun. He was nice and charming and um, really good. Shift your stuff, I heard. Okay, yeah, I get that, man. Right? It's really important. Okay. One of my friends just connected to me to say they lost 20 minutes this morning. Go figure, they call me. I did. I think I did too, Truth Wave. I don't know that I lost 20 minutes, but I know I went into my closet and I had 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, when I sat down back in my chair, all I was doing is put on a t-shirt and a sweater. I sit down in my chair and boom, um, 16 minutes had gone past, which, I think you're talking about Alex, right? Audible books, meditations. They do series. They have shows on there, and then I think you get the live, not the live, but you get the tapes that he does a week earlier than he'll put on his channel, his YouTube channel. So you do get a lot of offers. So, and then he's also doing a lot of putting together different things. Like if he does a thing on channeling, then he'll do little excerpts of all the channelers. So you don't have to listen to the talk, to the discussions. Just listening to the channeling. Oh, Patricia, you're a bit under the weather. Thank you, sweet sisters. I'm just a bit under the weather. We'll do more indoor things to get today that don't require much energy. Yeah, drink a lot of water, Patricia. Teresa, right? We hope our wolf girl is doing great. Yeah, Dolly. Okay, there she is. We had a lot of storms and tornadoes in Wisconsin yesterday. We had hail and big wind, but no damage, thankfully. Good for you. Thanks, J Cat Lady. I feel really silly checking my messages, but my daughter, of course, she's been traveling since she was 17, internationally on her own. But usually she had a group of friends that she would meet quite young, right? Because she was young and she was doing a lot of volunteering, and so she was in a different kind of thing. And this time she's traveling through doing some stuff on her own, and she found a nice hostel that she's staying at. But she said it didn't have the feel of the other places that we usually stay. We usually stay in small, independently owned places, and um, it's like a different kind of group. And I think she's staying in a really big hostel and feeling a little out of her sorts. And anyway, and I was like, oh, so what if you already paid for it? Just go get something else that you like, and feel more comfortable in. Yeah. We're on the same time, Terry, so I still have to watch you and Jeff Beck. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Diana. We were actually going to be on at a different time, but then Jeff was going to do something with Kevin, and I don't I don't think Linda was there last night. She was supposed to come in, so they changed it because of that. So yeah, bad hair day, NDE. Oh, thank you, NDE. That's the channel. Yeah, yeah, she's amazing, or they are amazing. Um, I yeah, they're storyteller. They are. They must mean my schedule. I just drew out like a college schedule. I wrote in eat, water, channeling, except not sticking to the auto writing time slot. Oh yeah. I hope you write in play, love, remember. I hope you write in something that you love doing too. I mean, sometimes we forget about that, and then sometimes some of the stuff that I write in that I think I'm gonna love doing, I don't when I get there. Or when I actually, it's usually when I finish it. Like if I tell myself, "Oh, why don't you go do a little shopping and have some fun?" I don't have as much fun shopping as I used to. And well, there's nothing that I need, but a lot of times I'll go out and look for something that twinkles, something pretty. But I have so much of that now. So things are looking different, aren't they? I don't know about you guys, but the things that bring me joy, though my crystals still bring me a lot of joy, don't get me wrong. Thank you. That's the channel. Yeah, Diana. Allie was on Life After Life NDE. Um, Life After Life NDE is an amazing channel, you guys. It was, yeah, amazing, amazing work. So, yeah, please do check it out. Yeah, it was a great interview with her. They also interviewed Valerie, not Valerie Bradshaw, the other Valerie, Crystal Dragon, I think is the name of her YouTube channel. But anyway, amazing, amazing interview. Oh, yeah. Maryville got nailed. Lost power, we're in the basement. More storms later. Today around 4. Oh, Gen B, be careful. White Dragon, that was an interesting use of the Akashic Records. There is more information on why the Dracs came here from another universe. What? Was that on the show you guys did yesterday? Okay. I will do that before I do anything else, unless they have a yoga class right after this. Then I'm going to that because my body needs yoga today. I'm going to give myself yoga and go into the the red light steam thing, the red light steam thing, as it's known as. There are a lot of shows I need to catch up on. Kim and Two of You did an awesome channeling of Robin Williams a week ago and Betty White last night, Leslie says. Okay, Kim and Two of You, yeah, she's amazing. She's so kind too, isn't she? She is just a kind soul. Yeah, she has her new book club, and it starts on Monday. I'm going to go to that. Though Monday I'm going to miss the first one, but I'll catch up on it because I am going to the Kansas City Public Library, and JVN from Queer Eye is going to be there. He has a new book out, and he wrote it with another Kansas City woman in the queer community, and she's a comedian, pretty well known here, and she is a anyway. They wrote this book together, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, good. Yes to the Zoom night. Okay, you're in. All right, let's do it. Yeah, a Zoom night would be fun. Everybody could get together, and we couldn't do everybody on at the same time, probably, but we can take turns. Ah, yeah, my baby girl, my little tiny baby girl, and in Florence, Italy. So, oh, good. You're feeling better, honey. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. Patricia, I'm already starting to feel better yet. Like you, the pace matters. I know what you mean. The mind wants to get it done. The body says, not so much. Glad you're pacing yourself, Juno. Yeah, it's so true, isn't it? Yeah, you think of all these things you need to do. I really need to weed my garden. Well, it's not really a garden, but the front of my house because I have some hostas and dandelions growing together around this big, huge, beautiful hosta that I have. And my yard guys came and weed ate part of my hostas because you couldn't see them due to all the dandelions. But I like my dandelions too, I've got to say. What? A few weeks ago, you had dime-sized hail in the desert. That's a trip. Yeah. The first time I went to Garden of the Gods, it was hailing, which I thought was pretty funny to have hail and Garden of the Gods. Um, this is a good question. Annie Bear, what is the significance of 7 feathers? Is it 7 generations? I think that's what I always thought it was. But yeah, what is it, Annie? Oh, Willow, listening in. Yeah, Tamitha, lots of love. Good dawning, Josh. How are you, Mr. Floyd's Universe? Good to see you, sir. Julie, might drift off to dream, you all. Heading to the coast today. Blessings and happy weekend. Oh, blessings, dear. Are you going to Norfolk, Julie? Let us know. So, and have a beautiful time. Oh, you have solar tubes on your house. So my biggest fear was we were going to get big hail that would break through them. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, you got sprinkles in the sunshine. That's my favorite thing in the world. Let's see. Brenda T, good morning. Oh no, not the dreaded bet. Teresa Ford. I need to take my cat in too. Yeah, he's got some serious mats right now. Minnie the cat is fine, but needs blood work to see if she's healthy enough for teeth cleaning. Oh. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? Need to get an EMF reader and remedy everything in Peace of Sanctuary in order to do it. Oh, yeah. Hi, Val. Illumination Portal. Good to see you. And Liza. Liza says, I feel in my hiking life, my direction now is down. I plant habitat every day for bugs, birds, coons, turtles, toads, climate. I feel better digging. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Oh, Leah, there's a Hindu temple in Bartlett, imported materials. Nice. Yeah, I hope your cat is fine, Teresa. Okay. Your premonitions typically come through a month before an event. Wow. Right? Yeah, the water sprouts in Florida are pretty common. We did get, we had a lot of, the house that we had there had a lot of palm trees. I mean, just unbelievable amount of palm trees on it. And one of them was hit by a lightning bolt. And it was interesting what happened to it because it slowly died, but the inside the core of the palm tree turned to mush, but the outside was still there. But it got stinky. It took a while, but it did. I lived in Hawaii. I think it was 1990. It might have been 91. I didn't live there for long, um, just for a bit. And we had a business there, and they had the recession at the same time. It happened, Chinese and Japanese recession. And while business started out well, it was not going great. So we that's when we moved to Florida. But it was quite lovely. If we would have just taken a year off and not opened a business and just laid on the beach, I think sometimes you think you have to do things, but you don't really. Sometimes it would work out better if we just watched. Okay. Gonna come on down here. So anybody else that needs anything, let me know. Good morning, Sharon Donnelly. How are you, lovely? Marby, good morning. Hello. Um, and we will get busy. Hi, Leah. Denise. Yeah. Okay. Licorice spice tea is yummy. Oh, yeah. Annie Bear, what are the 7 feathers? Did Annie say anything? I It might be something that she wants to keep private if she hasn't said anything about it yet. Yeah. Annie has her secrets. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah. 7 directions, 7 generations, 7 chakras, dearest Denise. That's beautiful. We need to, Annie Bear's going to be on Monday, so we should talk about that. Hi, Jeffrey. I could use some prayers about getting past my addiction today. I had some struggles this week. You got it, kid. Yeah. I got your back, Jeffrey. Okay. Now, 7 is a Venus number, Annie. I knew what you meant, Jeffrey, but I'm just going to keep the addition in there because I kind of like calling it that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We will just get comfy today, whatever that means for anybody. So let's go ahead and inhale through your nostrils, all the way up to your crown chakra. Exhaling through your mouth, all the way down to your root chakra. Give it a push. If for any reason you can't do these inhales and exhales, this breath work, just pretend you are, imagine you are. Your brain won't know the difference and your body will go into homeostasis anyway. Inhaling again to your soul star chakra, right above your crown chakra. This time as you exhale, go about 4 inches to 4 feet below your root chakra, your earth star chakra. And just kind of resonate. Feel your body, your senses. One more big inhale, light, love, joy into your heart space. As you exhale, feel that joy, that love, that peace move into your body, every cell in your body, your auric field, your energy body, including your chakras, very important for the spine, the crown, and your light body. Your light body is crystalline energy that goes around your auric field. You can grow it as big as you want. You can walk with it during the day or at night, sleep with it. It's an extra protection. It's also where we acclimate to the energy of the universe. So just allow yourself here for a minute to feel all your bodies. As we're doing so, we'll call in our past selves. Could be you 5 minutes ago or 50 years ago. Ask her to sit next to you or them to sit next to you. Call in your future self, working with the dimensions, the realms. As your future self sits next to you, let your past and future selves talk. What your past self might want from your future selves and what your future self has to tell your past self, which, as I see it, is always you never had to worry. You were right where you needed to be. Now calling in 33 trillion angels, the quantum field, ascended masters, feeling the room get a little bigger, calling in the ancestors, ancestors of the planet, ancestors of all the planets. I think sometimes we discriminate too much, so we're going to call them all in. Calling in the animal spirits and the fae, feeling their energy. The dew in the morning, the glimmer of light in the forest, the moss under the tree, those that live in the caverns, inside the earth, those that live in the crevasse of the ocean. Feel their power, their sentience, feel their joy. Look through their eyes. See the water, the waves, the current. Look through the birds, the winged ones, while we're here, watching time changes, watching from a distance and witnessing what's happening. Soaring high, looking from above, and singing our song, the bird song, in harmony with the renaissance. I can't say that word in the morning. With the song of the earth. Now going into our senses, hearing the songs of all those on the earth, their frequencies as they come together with the angels and the fae. Softness, softly. Feeling the beat of their drums, the beat of their hearts, the flow of the water, the power of the earth. And today we'll form our circle on this planet, calling to us with all her people, all her sentient beings, like a proud mama. Forming our circle, and in the center of the circle, let's form a tree. Witness a tree. She can stand tall, or he can stand as tall as he wants, shaking his limbs, his branches, with the wind, dancing. The leaves always changing, sometimes falling, sometimes budding, reaching for the sky. Go inside that tree and be that tree for a minute, reaching your limbs up to the sky, shaking them. Do a little dance. As we're inside the tree, let's go into the core of the tree, the trunk. Stand in your power here. Feel your strength, your wisdom, watching in the forest or wherever your tree is. It might be on a mountaintop, it might be a sequoia. Just watching as time passes, talking to the other trees, the birds, the winged ones, carrying messages. Now going deep inside the earth, through the roots, seeing all the critters that come to help, to grow, feeding them as they feed us, feeling the nutrients that we find in the darkness, the growth of the shadows, the opportunities, the mycelium of all beings that have been on the planet, their energy, their frequency, spreading out your roots, finding what home you need, like Paul, looking what is the right place for us today. Just being aware, going deeper inside the earth, finding those that speak to the trees, that care for them, following them even deeper through the rocks, the keeper of the trees and the rocks, their wisdom, energy, and knowledge, going deeper still, the buried mounds, the temples, and the dirt, different places, sacred, acknowledging the frequency here, very powerful energy centers. Breathing in some of that energy when you find one that you're attuned to. You might feel like you've gone home. You might hear somebody say, at last, they're here. They found us. So abide for a minute. Is this your home? Was it long ago? Finding caverns, taller than planets, filled with energy and light, wisdom, new gifts. As you walk here, acknowledge what part of your body, your energy body, your light body, your physical form, what it feels like, where you resonate with this frequency. Find where you're drawn, where your gift is in here. Might be led by what you hear, the frequency you hear, what you see, what you feel, and acknowledge what you remember here. See cords of light, vibrational cords that resonate with your heart. And just abide for a minute. Listen. Feel. Watch like the tree does for centuries. Acknowledging there are beings here that have been here for centuries. Feeling their love, their joy at having you here, their surprise. Bowing. As they bow to you. We'll come back here next week. And they say you come back at night all the time in your dreams. So put a pin here, just like on Google Maps, knowing this is the space we come back to with our angels, with George, with ascended masters. Walking back our trail, our frequency line, coming back through the roots, feeling the fertility, the abundance, the growth, coming back to your core, the trunk, feeling the beauty of it, the all-knowing, the watching, your power of your limbs, finding our circle. And here we'll say healings. For Patricia and her body aches today, may she see rest today. May she calm every part of her body. For Sally's doctor report. For our Carolyn and Peter. For Allie and Keith. Fogo Pogo. For Care Bear. For Jeffrey, anything that's going on with Jeffrey or anybody that's looking at this planet and thinking, oh no, a calm, a peace, a settling, a strength. One step, one step, one step. For Tanya, for Paul, for Michael, for Liz and Awe, for Richie, may he feel better. For Paul, finding his house. For Deanne, NFDFL. For Karen Foster. For Laura, Brian and the baby. For Denise, her blood pressure and nausea. For Leah, her sore muscles. For Jen B and Kelly B, our bees. For Teresa's mom. For all our mums, wherever they are. For Care Bear, Sweet Farish, Dolly, Rachel, her knee. For Annie. For Crystal, her leg shattered. For Lisa, test approved. For Juno, her bones. For Patricia, her neighbors. For anybody, anywhere that's suffering from the storms, a calmness, a softness to the storms. For Carrie. Now, for the whole planet, beautiful light all around them, all sentient beings, all sentient molecules and atoms, love, ananda, joy. For our families, wherever they are, may they know peace and understanding, joy and wonder today. Now, come back to our circle, seeing yourself standing here in your power, feeling the power of 33 trillion angels, the quantum field, all beings around us, and generate your frequency. Resonate. Breathe that in. And as you exhale, come back to your physical form. Awaken inside it. A time shift. A shift. Energy. Love. Ananda. Feeling your toes, your fingers, everything in your body. And your back. Annie Bear, where is Sally? First thing I saw. I had to laugh. Right, Diana? Yeah, visions galore, man. So there's ancient ones inside the earth, and there's a power frequency that they're sending out to us. It's what I've kind of been working with this week, that we've been working with for a long time, but it's like, it's so powerful and ancient. Patricia, fairies flutter around and one lands on each shoulder, gently flapping wings to help me feel better. Hearing little kissing sounds too, reminding me of the light of Archangel Michael's sword gave me to help me with a healing tool. That's beautiful, honey. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Patricia has the best, doesn't she? So beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, Rush. Teresa, I keep seeing Ukrainian blue and gold flag colors. Took until a second ago to associate the flag. Oh, I hope so, honey. Oh, thank you for being here, Denise. Beautiful light. Love you, Leah. Yeah, everybody have a great day. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Sally. Maybe she had to go. What is today? Today's Friday. It might be her trash day. Um, so we'll see. Um, oh, I have feathers there with my raven that guards my porch. Beautiful. Love that. Oh, it's a statue. Wow. Okay. Um, Standing in the light with Annie Bear, I think it was a message from Freya. I honestly think it was. What, Dolly? Oh, Annie Bear had the past self come home yesterday through my emotional body, welcomed it home through my heart, and asked it to rest and be comforted. Annie Bear, that is such a healing. Oh, talk about that on Monday, please. Because I feel like the more that we're using, I don't know about you guys, but there are times when I will invite my past self and my future self to sit with me. And it just feels so whole because there are, pieces of our past self that we disassociated with, whether it was through trauma or whatever. It can be a little thing, right? Somebody said something, or maybe it was something that you were meant to not see for a while. Anyway, when that little person comes back, or that big person, depending on if it was yesterday or 30 years ago, um, it's a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful thing to welcome them home with our future selves, which they always tell me, you never had to worry. Never, ever had to worry. All right. Well, y'all have a great day. You're welcome, Barb. Good to see you, Barb's Wheel of Fortune. Mousy, joy to everyone. Love that. J Cat Lady. Yeah, everybody have a beautiful weekend. Diana, past and future self with a please and a thank you as we sit together. I love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're having fun with them. I don't know about you guys, but it really centers me to invite them into the party. Val, Illumination Portal. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, blessings to everyone. I love that, Val. Thank you, honey. All right. Patricia says, oh, I could feel my past and future self swiftly come in, and I could feel that wholeness too. Right? Thank you, Terry and Meditation Tribe. Blessings, love, light, and big belly baths. Baths, I said, but it's laughs. A big belly bath sounds good too right now. All right. Well, I am going to check out and see what time I can get into a yoga class. So, y'all have a great day, and I will see you. I don't know if I've got anything this weekend. I've got some stuff I'm working on today, but I don't think it'll be out till Monday, at least. Let's see. Okay. I will talk to you all later. Namaste. My love sees your love. Oh, that was new. My light sees your light too. Okay. Interesting. Bye bye.